Good morning, I'm Ricky Williams. It's Friday, January 27th, and you're watching Nightly News.
And I'm Jonathan Shepard. Thanks for tuning in. This has been an interesting and historic week. Last Friday, Donald Trump was sworn in as the President of the United States.
Nightly News reporters Nathan Vidals, Jaden Bowers, and Matthew Hudson were in Washington, D.C. to cover the event and have a full report for you.
Thank you, Ricky.
Last Thursday, 23 MLCPA students, including the three of us, Ms. Ryan and Mr. Downs, went to Washington, D.C. to witness the inauguration of Donald Trump.
It was quite an experience. Not only did we see the inauguration, we got the full Washington, D.C. experience.
We spent our first day in D.C. exploring the city. We visited the Air and Space Museum and the National Mall, had dinner in Old Town Alexandria, and went bowling with several other schools that were also in D.C. for the inauguration.
We woke up extremely early the next morning and drove into D.C. However, because of the security, we had to walk nearly 11 miles from where we parked to get to the National Mall.
For several of us, the inauguration was a little underwhelming because we supported different candidates for president, but it was still awesome to experience such a historical and American tradition.
We were all a little surprised at how few people showed up, which has become a controversy in recent days. Our group stood near the back and there was a ton of empty space around us.
Although Trump and his press secretary claimed that it was the most watched inauguration ever, that's actually not true. The distinction belongs to President Barack Obama's first inauguration in 2009. Obama's inauguration had the largest attendance of any event in the history of Washington, D.C., and had the highest viewership ever of the swearing-in ceremonies on the internet.
In fact, more people showed up to the Women's Protest March against Trump the following day than actually came for his inauguration.
After the inauguration, we attended an inaugural ball with a bunch of other schools. It was a ton of fun. The food was delicious, and some of us even busted our signature dance moves.
The next day, we went to tour Mount Vernon, which was the home of George Washington. It was pretty incredible to be walking around in the house that President Washington called home for many, many years.
From there, we went to Arlington National Cemetery, where soldiers from every single war in American history are buried at. One of the most solemn experiences we had was witness the changing of the guard ceremony at the tomb of the unknown soldier.
After dinner that evening, we went back to the National Mall to see the Franklin Roosevelt Memorial and the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. I thought that the MLK Memorial was very powerful, and I'm thankful we had a chance to see it.
The next morning, we got up and went to see World War II, Lincoln Korean War, and Vietnam War memorials. It was a pretty awesome feeling to stand in front of the Lincoln Memorial and think about the war he led to end slavery in this country.
Overall, we had an excellent trip. We are so thankful to Ms. Ryan for planning it for us. I can speak for all of us when I say we had experience on this trip that we remember for the rest of our lives. Reporting for Nightly News, I'm Matthew Hudson.
I'm Nathan Vidal.
And I'm Jaden Bowers. Back to you, Jonathan and Ricky.
Thank you, Nathan. Jaden and Matthew. It sounds like the trip to Washington, D.C. was an incredible experience.
Now, for breaking news and announcements, we go to Nightly News reporters Cameron Morales and Elijah Kennedy.
Thanks, Jonathan and Ricky.
Here's what's coming up at MLCPA.
Our middle school and high school robotics team recently competed against other HISD schools. For the match, the high school team got second and the middle school teams got 6th and 9th place. Overall, in the league, our high school team is ranked 3rd and the middle school teams are 4th and 10th.
Today at lunch, the PTO will be hosting another Tailgate Friday. Make sure to bring $7 so you can enjoy some delicious food during lunch.
This week, MLCPA senior Alan Michael Youngblood received a $2,500 scholarship from local news channel KPRC in Texas, Mattress Makers. KPRC was on our campus to surprise Alan with the scholarship.
Nights Out with the Houston Rockets is on Wednesday, March 15th. Discounted tickets will go out on sale today, January 27th through February 24th. Everyone who buys a ticket will get to go to the court after the game to make a free throw. We'll also be raffling off a chance to win Rockets prizes, including autographed items, sit on the Rockets bench during warm-ups, and be part of the Rockets team in induction. You can buy tickets online at www.schoolplay.com/link/Rocket Nights Out or from Mr. DeVore in room 201. If you have any questions, just ask Mr. DeVore. That's all the announcements for this week. I'm Elijah Kennedy.
And I'm Cameron Morales. Back to you, Jonathan and Ricky.
Thanks, Cameron and Elijah.
Last semester, the 7th grade had a toy drive for children in Mexico. Earlier this month, Ms. Partida traveled to Mexico to deliver the toys.
Here with the story is nightly news reporter Jacob Campos.
Thank you, Ricky. Last semester, the 7th grade held a toy drive to benefit children in need living in Mexico. You might remember Mr. DeVore class won the competition and got the throw prize at Mr. Dow's. Earlier this month, Ms. Partida was able to travel to Mexico and deliver all of the toys. She drove all the way from Houston down to Camargo, Mexico, a 13-hour drive. She arrived on January 5th and worked with the organization to prepare piñatas, food, and 400 goodie bags for the children. The next day, they hosted an event for the kids. They put it on a show, played games, and did a raffle. Each kid went home with one of the toys that we collected in our drive here at MLCPA. They also raffled about eight bicycles. The following days, Ms. Partida and others from the organization took the leftover toys to kids living in little farms outside the town. With the leftover food, they stopped and fed the immigrants staying at Casa del Migrante, which is a facility where people who have been deported from the United States and hosted temporarily. Ms. Partida said the children in Mexico were incredibly grateful for the toys from MLCPA. For many of these children, the toys from us were the only gifts for them on Christmas. Next year, Ms. Partida is hoping to expand the toys drive to more grades. She's also exploring the opportunity to have students from MLCPA to travel to Mexico to deliver the toys as well. I'm Jacob Campos, reporting for Nightly News.
Thank you, Jacob. I'm really happy our school can help these children and families out.
For a look at sports news, we go to nightly news reporter Isaiah Rocha.
Thanks, Ricky. On Wednesday, January 18th, our middle school basketball teams played Holland Middle School. The 7th grade won 38-15, and 8th grade experienced their first loss of the season, losing with 21-36. This close. Our high school team played Carnegie High School. It was a close game, but our Knights came up short with a final score of 51-40. Yesterday, our middle school basketball team played Forest Brook. Here are the results. Tonight, our high school basketball teams will play HAIS at Carnegie at 5 p.m. The first soccer game of the season is Tuesday, January 31st against Navarro. The game will be at 4:30 p.m. sharp. That's all for sports news. I'm Isaiah Rocha. Back to you, Ricky and Jonathan.
That's all we have for you this week. I'm Ricky Williams. Thanks for watching our show.
And I'm Jonathan Shepard. Remember, if it's Friday, it's Nightly News.